that wretched hat of yours.
Rowan, Holger, why all this shout?
Eivor, thank Tyr.
I heard shouting. Is something wrong?
Holger robbed me, and I demand he be punished.
Rot is a pointed word. Does the deer rub the stream when she takes a drink? Does a cow rub a field when he crops on sweet grass?
Eivor, this matter requires sensitive judgment. Will you?
Of course. From the beginning, please.
Well now, there is no excuse too small, I see. Nothing to keep you from coveting that seat, is there?
In Sigurd's absence, who has better claim to oversee these disputes?
You might leave them to work it out for themselves, but that would mean letting go, would it not?
Please start again. Tell me all that has happened.
I will start. I have been falsely accused by this Saxon Philistine.
A filly, what? Are you mocking me?
Silence, please. I will hear both of your complaints and render a decision, awarding compensation if needed. Understood? Rowan, tell me your version of these events.
As you are aware, Holger and I are neighbors. Near enough that I often catch him at my stables, stealing my tools.
Borrowing.
Holger, let him speak.
Stealing, borrowing. My point being, I have always allowed him to use whatever he pleased. I greatly admire your Norse generosity and had hoped to match it. But this morning, Holger stretched the limits of my grace. Entering my stables for their feed, I found my most beautiful, gentle mare stripped of her tail. Bereft, not a strand in sight. I am ashamed to say my natural suspicion drew me to Holger, and how right I was. For when I peered across the lane, there he was, gripping a horsetail brush slathered with indigo, dragging it across a sheet of
Painting, Rowan. I was painting. You make it sound so crude.
You see? Such willful arrogance. It will take ages for Ilgafur's tail to reach its former length. I demand compensation.
I understand. Thank you, Rowan. Holger, let me hear your side.
Eivor, you have known me as a skald for years. You have seen how my poems bring life and joy and wisdom to our people. And you know that my work requires a certain, let us say, freedom. To make use of rare resources to compose my verses. Often when lacking the proper tools, I have made use of novel items. Alvis's walking stick, Tovi's inks. All were given gladly.
You cut off my horse's tail to make a brush, you bleed.
Rowan?
As I was saying, this morning in the throes of poetic reverie, I realized that my latest piece required delicate brushwork. I could have used a frayed stick, some cloth, my hands, but no. I needed something gentler, softer. To make a perfect brush, I needed the fine hairs of a well-raised horse. And so I availed myself of a local resource.
You clipped Alfgafur's tail to the rump without asking.
It was early. I did not wish to wake you.
Thank you, Holger. I believe I understand your position. I believe I have heard enough. If you will...
My horse looks like a fool, Eivor. No handsomer than a donkey now. You must do something.
Do not conflate hair with beauty, Rowan. She remains radiant. Elgifur's hair will grow back in no time.
Quiet, both of you. Now listen. Holger, Rowan is clearly in the right. You shared the tail from his horse without gaining permission.
I borrowed the tail. Borrowed! Does the reality of regrowth not make this a victimless crime?
It is a two-victim crime, Holger. Though they are unharmed, you took without asking, and that will not do. As the horse's value has diminished significantly, you will pay Rowan its market price.
But the horse was not for sale. Rowan, admit it.
My decision is final, Holger. Pay what you owe, and meet tomorrow as friends.
And if I do, may I keep the horse?
Pay the man and be done with it. Rowan, Does this satisfy you?
It does. Thank you, Eivor.
Good. Then by Tyr's blessing, let this matter rest. We're done here. Return to your homes in peace.
Would you allow me to pay you with a vibrant painting? After all, in some ways you helped in its creation.
Absolutely not.
Oh, hello, Eivor. Good day. That Holger, he is quite a character.
I almost envy him. To see the world through such a muddy glass, and live with such petty concerns. He hasn't a care in the world.
Let's not walk too far with that idea. I need you right where you are.
East Anglia is with us. Their King Oswald has pledged his loyalty to us.
Eivor Kingmaker, we shall call you soon. Some interesting news. King Ceolwulf has sent Ceolbert to Shropshire. He hopes to install him as Elderman there.
Good for Ceolbert. He should do well considering all he has learned from you.
I gave him only a taste of my knowledge. The rest he will need to figure for himself. One more thing. I do not know if you heard, but Sven passed away a short time ago. The poor man slipped away in his bed.
I had not heard, no. And how is Tovi? She must be gutted.
It has been rough on her. She spends quite a lot of time at his burial mound. Speak with her, if you have the time.
There was so much we wanted.
Tovi,
Eivor, it's Sven. He passed while I was away.
Tovi, I'm sorry I wasn't there.
No one was. We had planned to brand Tekla's barrels that morning, and we talked about what we might have for supper. And when I went to collect him, he was in his bed. Sleeping, I thought. But he was already gone.
I'm sure he went in peace.
But he went with plans. Things he wanted to do, things he meant to do. His death was so empty. Not like in our stories.
What stories do you mean?
When we tell stories, the old and wise, they have this calm about them. They know when their end has come and they're ready. Sven wasn't ready. And I wasn't ready either. He was supposed to teach me things. I'm still learning. Everyone looks at me like I will simply carry on his work. As if nothing happened. Because they don't know. They don't know I'm not ready.
Life may ask more of us than we are prepared to give. But all we can do is our best. I was not prepared to lose my parents. But in a flash, they were taken from me. I pressed on, determined to live.
That must have been punishing. But you are so strong and so determined.
Someone else might have done better than me. Or worse. But this was the fate woven for me, so I live it. I know Sven believed in you, in your craft. So do you believe in him? Do you trust him?
He was the most skilled artist I have ever known.
And he chose you. You may step up or step down, whatever you decide. But know that he had faith in you.
Thank you, Eivor. I need to get home.
Be strong, Toby. And know... What do you see, Sunan? I have been going. What do you have? What do you have to... Have you got a con...
Not only... There will be... You...
Eivor!
Welcome, Bjorn. May you find a new home here among the Raven clan.
I hope to, and I will start now.
Word of our growing settlement has reached outside ears, so have a look around. You may see a few new faces.
Randvi, are you well? You seem distant.
I'm fine. Only a little tired, but well enough. Shall we look at the map?
Not until you tell me what is wrong.
Oh, I think I have. I feel somewhat trapped. In this room, and this settlement, and this life.
I cannot help you with your life just now, but I can get you out of this room. What do you say?
I don't know. There is much work to be done.
Stop. Forget about alliances and responsibility for just a few hours. We could take a ride to Grandbridge or somewhere nearby for a change of pace.
That sounds lovely. And too far to consider just now. But thank you, Eivor. Maybe another time. Now, what was it you needed?
I want to see the Alliance map.
I have received a unique summons from Nottinghamshire in the north. From your old friend, Vili.
Vili? A name I've not heard in 10 winters or more. How is he?
Well, it seems. Vili asked that you join him in feast and celebration, in honor of his father, Hemminger Jarl.
A welcome invitation. It will be good to see him again.
It is worth recalling that his father, Hemminger Jarl, would be a formidable ally. Will you go?
I will leave for Nottinghamshire today.
Good. They will be pleased.
I should go.
Let's get out of here. Yeah!
This must be Snottingham. Saxon and Dane live in peace. I expected nothing less from land under Hemminger Jarl's rule. Snottingham. It will be good to see Villy again.
Pour the mead! Eivor's come to Snottingham!
Skål!
Come, raise a cup!
Make sure the supplies are secure. We may set off at any moment. Do I trust my own eyes? Is that truly who I see?
Tryggvi, you old hound, how are you?
Eivor, a friend of old is a good omen.
Look at this. Your chin grass might be mistaken for hedges now.
Ah, but a healthy Jarl beard it is not.
And what of Villy? I was happy to get his message.
I stand in Villy's place today. He and his father have gone to Ulkathorpe to stave off an invasion of Picts. We've laid a long siege, and Hemminger Jarl looks to finish the job.
I have not fought beside Villy and his father since we were young. They have my blade if they need it.
In spite of these war cries, you should know that Villy's father is more frail than last you saw him.
How could that be? Hemminger Jarl is an ox.
So he is. And he'll be pleased as Skull with the moon in his jaws at the sight of you. Come, the swiftest path is by river, but these waters are hostile to Norsemen. You bring good luck with you. We could guide the sail steeds downstream.
I'm ready for whatever danger awaits. Prepare your convoy, and we'll be off.
Our Jarl has waited long enough. We follow the Wolf-Kist to the encampment. Eivor, the Raven-Clans Wolf-Kist. You'll soon have more names than the All-Father himself.
I've traveled far, spilling the dew of slaughter. A reputation is the price of victory.
Aha! Indeed!
Read! Contrada Jarmuster Ingras.
Ready the sea beasts. Eivor Wolf-Kissed is here to escort us upriver.
I remember when Billy and I were small children. You spun many epic yarns for us over the hearth's fire. But I do not remember you telling us how you came to serve Hemming a Jarl. Is it a tale worth telling?
It is, but a sad one. I suppose I was the age you are now. Skadi had sent us a harsh winter, and much of our clan was starving. To feed us, my family incurred a large word debt. But my youth rendered me too proud to pay it off.
Picts ashore! Protect the convoy! Ready! Run up the sail! Ready, boats! Fire! Fire! Ready, bows! Fire! 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 Take me in! Ready! Fire! 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 Sail! Catch the wind! Picks on the rich! Got the convoy! Green sail! Bows! On many epic yarns for us over the hearth's fire. But I do not remember you telling us how you came to serve Hemming a Jarl. Is it a tale worth telling?
Is? But a sad one. I suppose I was the age you are now.
Ready!
Skadi had sent us a harsh winter, and much of our clan was starving. To feed us, my family incurred a large work debt.
Fire!
But my
Gold grant me strength! Fire! Picks ashore! Protect the convoy! Fire! 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 Going to split you! Fire! 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 Ready, bows! Bows! Fire! 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 Ready! Fire! Ready! Fire! 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 Bows! Fire! Fire! Ready, bows!
Careful, Eivor. These supplies bring fire to the Ulkathorpe siege.
Fire! That's all of them! But stay on guard.
What do you think you're doing?
Ready!
Blackback!
Fire! 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 Bows! Fire!
Thor! Thor!
Fire! 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 Picked on the ridge! Got the convoy!
cannot leave Hemminger's convoy undefended.
Ready! Fire! 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 Boats! Fire! Bows! What are you doing? Fire! 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 Fire!
You're dead!
Fire! 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 Fire!
The convoy remains, Wolfkist.
Oars! Back us around!
Convoy
The
is
convoy is laid
unscathed.
bare!
Hemminger Jarl will be pleased.
Fire! Ready! Fire! Ready, bows! Fire!
Die!
Spun many epic yarns for us over the hearth's fire. But I do not remember you telling us how you came to serve Hemminger Jarl. Is it a tale worth telling?
It is, but a sad one. I suppose I was the age you are now. Skadi had sent us a harsh winter and...
Ready! Picks ashore! Protect the convoy!
What are you doing?
Ready! Fire! Fire! Bows! Bows! Fire! Fire! Fire!
What's wrong with you?
jamming his convoy undefended.
Eivor, these supplies bring fire to the Ulcathorpe siege.
That's all of them! But stay on guard.
Ready bows! Ready bows! Fire!
Trolls take you!
Ready! Fire! Ready! Picked on the ridge! Got the convoy! Back us around! The convoy is laid bare! Ready! Fire! Ready bows!
What's the meaning of this? Hail out, father!
Ready! Fire! 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 Bows! Fire! Fire! Fire!
The convoy remains, Wolfkiss. The convoy is unscathed. Hemingegard will be pleased.
Fire! 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 Fire!
What's wrong with you? What's the meaning of this?
More sail!
Let's hear a story.
None of the Ugly was an excellent sailor.
We need an epic tale.
I often wonder, who deserves it? The largest cup of mead at a feast.
Let's have a
Olga
song.
Because she
What are you doing?